Today is day 27 of the war and the bombings continue. A day after US President Donald Trump said that US has already won the war, the United States has issued a stern warning to Iran, saying that Trump would hit the country even harder if it fails to accept that they have been defeated. So in simple terms, Donald Trump wants Iran to accept the defeat a day after he said that US has won the war. The the White House press secretary has said, and I quote, "If Iran fails to accept the reality of the current moment, if it fails to understand that they have been defeated and will continue to be, President Trump will ensure that they are hit even harder than they've been hit before." US President Donald Trump is ready to unleash hell on Iran. So this is a statement that has come in from the White House press secretary. Remember, a day after US President Donald Trump clearly said that US has already won the war, and now US wants Iran to accept that they have been defeated in this war. Let me get you more perspective on that and go across to our consulting editor, Srinjoy Chaudhary. Good morning, Srinjoy. Trump said yesterday that he has already won the war, and today he wants Iran to accept defeat. He has 15-point peace plan as well to end the war. So is this, in a way, a tactic to pressurize Iran into accepting this plan?
This peace plan is probably going to be a non-starter, because while it looks at peace, there are certain things that are probably going to be unacceptable for the Iranians. First of all, the Hezbollah. The peace plan says that, that Iran should sever its ties with the Hezbollah in southern Lebanon. Now, Iran has replied saying that's not going to happen. Secondly, the Straits of Hormuz has to be opened. Now, that's again something the Iranians are not very keen on, because the Iranians see the Straits of Hormuz as a weapon, and that's a weapon that can be used at any time. You close the Strait of Hormuz, and then this affects 20% of the global energy supplies. The Iranians know that keeping the strait closed will be a big weapon, and keeping it open is also a big weapon, because then even when you are keeping it open, you can threaten the world, the Americans, the Israelis, and everyone else, saying that, look, we can close it down. So as a result, this 15-point peace plan, which Trump is trying to push through, and if it happened, if the Iranians had accepted it, it would have led to peace, because it speaks about Iran not having a nuclear weapon. It speaks about Iran keeping the Straits of Hormuz open. It speaks about Iran severing ties with the Hezbollah. It speaks about Iran not having lots of missiles, long-range missiles, all of that. And that's not going to be acceptable to the Iranians. Iran, on the other hand, says, look, pay us reparations. You've attacked Iran. You've damaged so much of Iran. You pay us back for it. Now, that's not something the Americans will agree with. So as a result, at this point, the 15-point plan does not look feasible.